We're here to talk about online dating. We're out there, we have profiles, we have pictures up, we've got descriptions, and we're swiping. And we thought we would share with you what is in our minds as we go through this process so that you could get a very coveted inside view into the realities of online dating. And it is not what it is cracked up to be, right, ladies?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, the laughter
Yeah.
says so much too. It does. So I recently just put my profile up there about a week and a half ago, and I almost put the word eager in the description, but I changed it to excited because I'm like, I'm looking for a new opportunity to spend some time with. It doesn't have to be that serious. It just has to be, good connection, intimacy. There was one thing I learned in my journey that I do not want. I don't want, even though I'm open to guys who have partners, meaning they can have in a poly situation, whatever, if they say they need permission to hang out with me or to fuck me, I actually politely let them know that we are not compatible and I move on because it is the ickiest of feeling down the top of my body all the way to my spine that the idea that someone I don't even know is bad feeling in their tummy about me going and fucking their friend is going to prevent some kind of great date from happening for me. Done, finito, never happening to me again. I've had it too many times when I have gone out with guys who had open relationships and had to basically call up their girlfriend. This is a true story, and I'm on a rant. I'm going to keep going. Somebody I know well had hooked up. She was in a partnership. She had a boyfriend, and they met up with this guy that I know, and they all like start flirting, whatever. She starts sucking his dick, and then she wants to get fucked. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not allowed to fuck you." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Oh, I only had permission from my girlfriend to get a blowjob tonight."
Oh,
And she took it okay because like she had her boyfriend there, but that wasn't the fantasy. That wasn't why she invited him over. And I remember hearing that story, and it was the same guy that I almost hooked up with a couple times, and it didn't work out because somebody else's feelings got in the way of it. And that was it. So same guy. This is the reality of when you are working in hierarchical non-monogamy out there where people can have vetoes over people. Have you guys taken in anything from these guys' profiles or whatever that you would love to give constructive, positive feedback about how they could, do things a little bit more effectively or things that they do well?
I will start with one thing, and that would be it's important the picture because that's the first impression. If your picture looks like a mugshot, or you look like you just woke up, or there's a mess in the background, we notice those things, right? So you want to be attentive to the photograph that you use because that's the first impression. Having said that, your text is also important. If there's riddled with spelling mistakes and things like that, it can be off-putting for some people. So, just take a little care of it. If there's nothing written, that's a shame. Like you might be really cute, but I know nothing about you. So you may not get that second chance.
How about food shots? Like they put a scenery or a food shot. Like why? Why are you wasting time showing me a food shot or your dog or your another big thing? Keep your friggin' kids out of the picture.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. No kids, especially on like Field and stuff, like just on any dating app. No kids, no kids. Another
Yeah.
thing is when you're writing about yourself, write positively, or when you're writing about what you want to attract, write positive messages, not don't be this, don't be that. I don't like this. I don't want that. Because then I'm like, you are just a completely negative
I
person.
did find that putting on my profile that I'm demisexual and then also explaining that, so not expecting somebody to use Google for you before they know you is kind of like important. So the whole thing about no face pictures on a dating profile, I don't care how fucking shy you are, you're
Yeah,
trying to connect with people without showing people who you are.
yeah,
And I don't care how shy or discreet you want to be, that is not effective. You're
I agree.
like if you're looking for just a man to do you from behind and you're measuring his dick, then sure, put up a picture of your pouch or whatever in your underwear. That's fine. You'll get those people to swipe on you. But otherwise, if they are not confident enough to say, this is me, first time around, I don't I don't go another level. I don't need to knock, knock, knock. Can you show me your face? Actually, motherfucker, you were supposed to show me your face back 5 minutes ago when I clicked on your profile. It is the time is to when your people are looking at you, not after they've matched and they already like you. They're going to ask you for a face photo. They're matching based on what they have in front of them. And if that does not include a face photo, good fucking luck.
And let it be representative too. I don't want a face photo from 10 years earlier, right? Or, before you stopped using the Rogaine or whatever. Like, let it be a true representation.
You're not posting a picture of your face. Not only are you not necessarily confident, but why are you hiding your face? Who do you not want to see your face if they happen to be scrolling too? Comes to my mind.
Most people would say work people, they're
yeah,
for
work people or your
reasons,
wife that
which,
doesn't know.
well, that's it. You don't know, right?
Before we wrap up this topic, I want to go around and talk about what we would be doing on that first meetup with whoever we match with. I'll go first. I'm a very casual, realistic, down-to-earth girl. I would love a Tim Hortons decaf coffee, double, and a joint and a walk. And if you want to do that for 5 to 20 minutes, that's a good way to have a couple minutes with somebody, get to know somebody. I'm okay with that being a first hangout. I am never likely, and I hate to say never, but I would likely never have sex on the first date. For me, that's way too fast, even if I'm trying to have a friends with benefits, way too fast. For other people, maybe not. So that's me. I would also potentially go to a restaurant or things like that, but I would not go far out of my neighborhood specifically because that's a lot of investment to go to as a single girl for some guy you don't even know. So that's something important to me as well. I've noticed a significant decrease in dead animal photos. So thank you, gentlemen. Back in the day before the iPhone took good cameras all the time, guys just used to hold up fish. They used to just be like, this is the fish I caught. This is another fish that I caught. And all I see is the dead animal. And I'm like, ah. So I would love to say thank you to whoever taught these guys or these guys who took the initiative to learn how to take better photos because dead animals are a big turnoff for a lot of people, especially girls that I know. So please, if you're good in the photo, crop that fucking fish out of it, dude. Okay? I don't care how big it is. I care how big something else is, ish. But like the fish, not so much.
You can catch the full 39-minute uncensored podcast episode 55 with Sex and Swinging with TorontoUnicorn everywhere you get your podcasts.